Start in just a couple minutes. Get my chat pulled up. It's 8:01. We're going to wait just another minute. We'll get rolling. Let me get my supplies ready. If anybody has any sound issues, let me know. We've been having a couple sound problems the last few breaks. I think we've got them ironed out. But if you can't hear me, or if there's any buzzing sound or anything like that, y'all just let me know and we'll switch microphones. Hello, hello. How are you doing tonight? Happy Friday. We have one more case after this one. Probably do it next week sometime. What's going on? All right, 8:02 on the clock. We're going to get started. Full case, Pro Set, Metal Baseball. Pick your player style. Looking for an Ohtani. We've only pulled one Ohtani out of Leaf Baseball so far. It was out of Metal, or Pro Set Metal. We haven't seen him out of anything else yet. So I think we're due for another. Of the Leaf Baseball products this year, this one has been my absolute favorite. I just feel like there's more bang for the buck in this one. Pow! The usual pow. Fire. Alright, here we go. Paul broke Heritage earlier in the Facebook group, so I figured at least I can do his Metal now. It's my favorite. I feel like the names are better. I feel like the numbered stuff. I mean, don't get me wrong, Leaf Metal is a close second favorite, but I have liked the Pro Set best. Alright, let me get a cover card just to help hide the last card in the box, since it's usually our better one. We'll go with some Braves here. And away we go. First up, Oswald Peraza. Hey Les, how are you? Wow, 3 of 10 on Mr. Oswald. Good start. Good looking cards. It's good looking design. Then it brings back memories when you get the old school design. How about a Jay Allen Pink Wave? This box is starting off hot. That is 5 of 15 on Mr. Allen. I was just talking about Ohtani like we are due. We've only pulled one so far out of any Leaf this year, and he's been in every set or on the checklist. So we are due for another one. He is a unicorn. And we have a purple Pedro Pineata. That is 19 of 25. but an orange wave, Jake Vogel. Yep, we pulled the 1 of 1. That's been our only one. Orange wave, not numbered. I guess if you're going to pull one, that's the one to pull. Next up, do we have another O name? We do. Aurelvis Martinez, green. 1 of 10. What a box with no number stuff. We had 1 unnumbered card so far. That's why I like Pro Set. Whereas Flash, you get a lot of unnumbered stuff. Metal, leaf metal is not too bad. And last card of the box. How about Baby Acuna with the blue hair? Brian Acuna, 17 of 20. Somebody told me that all the Ohtanis were numbered to 4 or less. I don't know if that's true or not. I've always seen the 1, so I don't know. And it was numbered to 101. But I do think they're tough. But, like I said, we are due. Brian Acuna, numbered to 20. That wasn't a bad little box there. I don't have a single Ohtani auto in my collection either. I need one. Numbered Acuna. I saw that you had him tonight. I also like how they pack. I mean, I don't necessarily like the snap boxes, but I like that it has that cardboard insert in these instead of styrofoam. Alright, and away we go. We have Zach Geloff. Doesn't want to focus. There he is. Green Mojo. Or excuse me, Orange Mojo. Not numbered. It's going to be a Braves player. The most... I had a lot of Austin Riley. Until recently I sold off some of them. No Poussons yet. Probably Albies. I'm trying to think one single player I have the most of. Probably Ozzy Albies. I have a very wide variety of stuff in my PC, which is why every week I feel like I need to focus it all and get rid of some stuff and focus it better, and I never do. Everson Ortega Blue Crystals, 8 of 25. He is hard to hit autos. I don't have a... If you're talking just autographs of any single player, Matt Ryan, non-baseball, Matt Ryan, I have a lot of Matt Ryan autographs. As a Falcons fan, he's probably the most autographs I have. Baseball? That's a good question. Probably equal on a lot of Braves. Next up, speaking of Braves, Michael Harris, the second. I think he's now, maybe the top rated prospect in the Braves organization after they traded Pache and Langoliers. Not numbered. He does. I'm hoping he gets a shot at some point. Now, that outfield's crowded right now, but with injuries and stuff, he should get a shot this year, you would think. Next up, Peyton Wilson, former Alabama Crimson Tide and brother of John Parker Wilson, former quarterback. Numbered 5 of 7 on Peyton Wilson. He's from just up the road from where I live in Hoover, Alabama. Yeah, that was smart. I mean, it was smart, and even if it hadn't been Wander, he would have been collecting whoever the Rays guy was, so that worked out really good. for him. But you're right, that was a pricey spot that he gave up there for a lot of breaks. Then we've got an orange Crystals Chase Petty. Not numbered. This box didn't have nearly the number of cards the last one did. We've still got a case of Onyx Gems. I gotta figure out how to break it. And lastly, we're going Mr. Trey Sweeney. Mojo. Not numbered. Yeah, that box had a lot of orange. Alrighty, box 3. Yeah, speaking of Matt Ryan, the whole Deshaun Watson drama, soap opera. I mean, there was a part of me who wanted to see him in Atlanta as a Falcons fan, just from an excitement perspective, but they were just giving away so much stuff, so many draft picks, and then the fact that they're paying him $46 million a year, over 5 years, guaranteed. Oh my God. I don't think the Falcons or Saints would have ever matched that salary. I think he wanted to go to Atlanta or New Orleans, but when the Browns said, we'll give you a new offer and pay you $230 million, guaranteed. I don't think so. Let's double check real quick. Sweeney, Petty, Harris, Geloff, and Vogel. I don't think we have David, but we'll double check. Pineata, Ortega, Acuna, Allen, Peraza, Martinez, and Wilson. So no, not yet on Marcelo, or not yet on Moreno and Luciano. But this could be the box. Next up, Matt McClain, numbered 16 of 30. All right, Les, I'm going to come up with we'll either do it by itself, or I've got some Onyx Vintage that we could mix, and kind of like we did last time with Premium. I'll just come up with some kind of combo checklist. So I'll put some thought to that over the weekend and let you know. I enjoyed gems a lot, more than I thought I would. Next up, Spencer Schwellenbach, Purple Crystals, 4 of 15. Makes me think of Lukenbach, Texas. The Schwellenbach, Texas. Keep them in order here for our hit recap. Next up, Mr. Steve Hajar. Oh, nice. You've built a whole set of gems. That's cool. Really cool. All the same color or different colors? That is a base. Probably butchering his poor name. H-A-J-J-A-R. Hajar. Hodger. And we have Michael Morales. Blue crystals. That is 21 of 25. There was a guy that had boxes at a show I went to a couple weekends ago at a good price. I wish I had bought just a couple and opened them myself. 25 on Hajar. It's a good name. How about William Bergola? Young Philly prospect. 12 of 15. I don't know why that one's numbered up there. Oh, nice. Yeah, I guess a lot of people, if you're not into the prospecting, you may not know who he is. So he doesn't have any other cards yet, right? So outside of Onyx. And how about this is a nice one? How about a Blaze Jordan wave? Blaze looks a little pudgy in that picture. May just be the picture. Valaze. One of the best names around. Ah, gotcha. Yeah, you got a nice one there. But aren't they also, they're numbered on the back, aren't they? I was thinking when we opened gems, they're actually serial numbered. Or maybe they were hand numbered. But they were numbered, I think, right? Oh. Maybe I'm thinking of something else. No premium, they were all numbered. Next up, Cooper Kinney. Orange crystals. Ah, gotcha. I did not know that. That's a good thing to know. And then Gavin Williams Pink is 13 of 20. Gotcha. Yeah, that's interesting. I did not know that. I have a 20 here. 20, 15. Oh, there's a 20. Now, somebody at Onyx numbers them, right? Because if you look at the premium ones, it's the same handwriting on every card. Now, maybe on the gems, they'd had the players number them, but I've noticed on some of the other sets that are hand numbered, it's always the same handwriting. Gilbert Sanchez, crystals, 15 of 15. It is a little cooler if the players remember them, but it also probably couldn't get half of them to follow direction. Just do what I said. I was opening something the other day, and the player, it was like a card like this, and the player, it was on card, but it signed it like on top. Gotcha. Next up, yeah, we haven't pulled a Tatis yet. Ty Madden, Mojo. But we've only done that one case so far. Now we have a second one. And here's somebody just asked for him. Marco Luciano. See, that's my favorite design. The silver version of this. It just really pops. Wow. 1 of 8. There we go. Was it David asking for Luciano? There you go. 1 of 8. See, Les, you're dropping the knowledge on me tonight. I needed it. I need some knowledge. Some Onyx and Gems knowledge. Now when I open it, I'll know that, and I won't feel so dumb. Oh, and we've got a redemption. Mr. Jack Leiter. First redemption. I feel like I'm going really slow tonight. Hopefully I'm not going too slow. Just kind of, probably happening is I need to sort heritage after I get done. And subconsciously I'm putting off sorting heritage. I'm behind on shipping and I need to get heritage out tomorrow. So it might be a long night. Me and my best friend Top's heritage. Alright, here we go. Jose Perdomo. Not numbered. Next up, Michael McGreevy, Orange Wave. So we have one more Pro Set case, and then we have a few metal jumbo cases that we'll do after our last metal. Will Bednar, that one's blue, 17 of 30. He looks intense in that photo. So I will give you, does anyone, Corey and I, some of y'all know Corey Durham, we are working on, oh, hold on, somebody just asked for this gentleman too, Gabriel Moreno. I think that was David too. Corey and I started a project a few weeks back. We're doing a PSA T206 set, which is the gold bordered tobacco cards from 1911, I think it is. So we're starting small, just picking up commons and things. There's only 240-ish cards in the set, so if anybody has any graded or raw T206s are looking to sell or trade, give us a buzz. Cody Morissette Blue Wave, 28 of 30. We have a handful so far, maybe 10-ish, 15-ish maybe. So we're on our way. The big ones in that set are like Ty Cobb, Christy Mathewson, Walter Johnson, I think. And then, how about a Harry Ford? Also the silver. Man, those are good looking. 1 of 8. Another 1 of 8. Or another of 8. I don't remember if the other one was 1 of 8 or not. Harry Ford. Hopefully not. Did you tell you that story? Oh, it's funny. Yeah, both of those were 1 of 8. We'll get Corey in trouble. Have him out hunting T206s. Corey's in Nevada right now, living it up. Casino, gambling, basketball games. All right, this will put us after the halfway point. Sam Bachman. Yeah, it was. Yeah, it was. Oh, well, integrity is sometimes hard to find, even in sports cards. That's why I take it so seriously. We've got Gunnar Hoglund, orange. A lot of greed in this hobby / business. Always has been, always will. Especially when, industries are doing well. AJ Smith Shawver. Purple crystals. 6 of 15. Position he plays. I don't like that Leaf doesn't put the position on here. Or at least I don't think they do. Next up, how about the Maz, Frank Mazzucato crystals? And Ethan Wilson. I was about to say Peyton again. Nope, Ethan Wilson, orange wave. Never gotten in a fight at a card show, but there's been some guys I wanted to get in a fight with on a few occasions since my teenage years all the way to my mid-40s. How about Marcelo Mayer, pink crystals? Wasn't somebody asking about Mayer earlier? Let me scroll up. Yep, that was you. 7 of 10. There we go. John Rhodes and lights out. We'll see what we can do there for you, Jeremy. Nice one. 210. 7 of 10. I like to pronounce it Mayer, although I saw an interview with him recently and they were calling him Mayer, so I guess I gotta go with Mayer. No Poussin yet. Pineata, but not Poussin. Yeah, that looks cool. I like that one. I really like George Lawler. I don't have any of his autos yet. I thought about trying to pick up a few out of Leaf and Onyx. And prospect a little bit on them. I can't afford the Bowman Chrome autos, but Bubba Chandler, orange crystals. Then we have, here's a nice name. How about Riley Green, orange mojo? Pull a lot of Riley Green lately out of everything. Leaf. Pull a lot out of Flash. Behind that, another good name. Brett Beatty. Orange mojo. And got pink again. Andrew Painter. Pink wave. 10 of 15. They just, contenders autos, especially the cracked ice, have always just kind of been that, it's almost like a Bowman Chrome auto for prospects, but for the football version, especially the cracked ice. Now, I don't think it's worth anywhere near 8K, but no, it's not. But it's considered probably the best autograph base card you can have, rookie autograph base card you can get. No, they don't have patch autos and stuff, but outside of patch autos, it's a good one. How about Adley Rushman? It's been a lot of good names in this box. But yeah, cracked ice in particular. They used to be numbered to 23. I don't know why they dropped them to 21 this year. Or at least they have been in the past. I would say, I don't think Waddle's worth 8. I would say, I don't even know that Waddle's worth 1,000, but now if he it might sell for 1,000 now out of the gate, but years to come we should see. Benny Montgomery, purple, fitting, 11 of 20. Yeah, purple for the Rockies, of course, 11 of 20. Yeah, the jersey number gives a little premium, but I don't know that it gives it that much premium. It's hard to say until the product has been out a little while and the dust kind of settles. Oriole Magic, 7 of 20. But that's why Contenders is $600 a box, because that potential is there for some big cards. Like I think somebody told me a Burrow cracked ice BGS 9510 around the Super Bowl sold for like $50,000. So QBs are always going to sell for more than any other position. The problem with football is it's QBs and everybody else. No other position holds any significant value next to quarterback. Yeah, no, it's a good example. And it's a good card, don't get me wrong. It's just not. For a receiver, yeah, not happening. I'd have to look. I haven't paid attention to what they've been selling for. I can do a little looking around and talk to a couple of guys and give you a better number after we get done here. I mean, it's going to be pricey, especially out the gate. Now, one thing a lot of people are doing, products are doing this, including this one. There's more than one cracked ice Devonta to 21. I think there's 2 or 3 variations. They're all numbered to 21. The only difference is the photo on the front. And so there's really 42 at a minimum. Kind of like here, you might have, a couple different ones numbered to 8. How about Sal Frelick Pink Wave? I would probably at least start it at 1,000 to 2,000 and take offers. I wouldn't start too low just on the off chance somebody really wants to pony up for it. Number to 15 on the Frelick. Yeah, I mean, they could go up in by football season. The problem is you still got about 15, 20, 21 football products to come out, and sometimes they'll get lost. Even contenders will get lost in the shuffle sometimes after Prism and Select and Optic, and you've got some really popular sets that won't even be out for a couple more months. Jordan Wicks. Yeah. 4 of 25, and of course, it just depends on the season if the player performs. If somebody like, God forbid, Waddle or Devonta get hurt, then those cards will drop like rocks. But you can't go wrong with the cracked ice. If you're going to hold on to a player, that's the one to hold. That was numbered to 25. Anthony Gutierrez. Yeah, I'll see if I can find out what others have sold for. Base. I'm an Alabama fan, so I like Devonta Smith. And I like Waddle. Hey, here we go. Robert Poussin. There you go, Les. Below number for Les. It is 4 of 10. There you go. Did you hit Devonta in a break, or did you open some boxes? I opened one box, personal box. I did get a Kyle Pitts playoff ticket redemption, which will be numbered to 99. There was one at auction last week that was at $300. I don't know where it ended, but I hate redemption, so I'm torn. Do I redeem it? Do I sell it? I mean, I'm a Falcons fan, so I want the card, but we know how Panini is with redemptions. I may never see it. They're both, I mean, I think Waddle probably, I don't know. They're both in similar situations. Waddle might be a tad bit better long term but I think they're very, very comparable as to what kind of contributor they could have. Tristan Cassis, Waddle's more explosive. 7 of 25. They both have former Alabama quarterbacks throwing to them, so it's very, very comparable. But I would also wait until you see what one sells. Well, I mean, if I listed it, I would list it high and just see if I get offers. But Cassis to 25. But it's hard to even judge. People ask ungodly amounts of money for some card and they end up selling a whole lot less. How about a Colton Cowser? That one's going to our buddy Brett. I saw that he had the Cowser spot tonight. But I now have 2 Pitts redemptions. I have a playoff ticket and a regular ticket. And I'm just torn. I mean, as a Falcons fan, I want to redeem him. But But then it's like, how long will I have to wait for those? That's a little surprising. As much as I know they made a crap ton of contenders this year, so the ice are a lot. You used to hit 2, 3, multiple ice cards a break, sometimes multiple ice autos in a case, but you don't see that anymore. So yeah, it may have to take a little while for some to hit the market. Plus, a lot of people probably send those off to grade right away too. But yeah, nothing. Oh, I've had some redemptions I've been waiting on for 4 years, and I finally gave up and got. When I went to the National last year, you can turn in redemptions for other cards they might have or boxes and stuff, and so I had them. That's awesome. Yeah, Waddle's a good kid, and he's really awesome. Not that Devonta's not, and I've had some that were never, like I said, just basically never got redeemed. And what I'm worried about is if Fanatics. This happened with Topps Lost Football. They had a bunch of unredeemed redemptions. Well, when Topps lost football, they're like, too bad. We don't have football anymore. We're never going to get these guys to sign. So they never got fulfilled. I'm worried as we get closer and closer to. How about Dalen Lyle White? Man, the whites are pretty. There's potential for Panini not to. How about 4 of 4 on the Lyle White to not redeem stuff? Because there is a lot of redemptions in contenders this year. Like almost every box has at least one redemption. That's just ridiculous. Nice Lyle White. But that's why 3 gens. That's why I don't like redemptions. Because I've had such bad experiences with some of them. Next up, how about Orlando Martinez Pink? 9 of 20. But I will probably redeem the pits and hope and just keep my fingers crossed. 9 of 20. Got a redemption coming up that's in the middle, which is a little unusual. Russell Smith Orange Crystals. I will say I've had much better luck with Topps redemptions, but I do have a few of those that I have a Jose Ramirez I've had. It's been a couple years at least, and I requested a replacement, and it's showing that in my Topps account, but nothing has happened. Russell Smith. Oh yeah, that's why I'm so torn. Like normally I would just sell them, but since it's a player I like and want, I'm a little bit torn. Next up, Robert Hassell. Redemption. I forgot he was a redemption. But Leaf, I've had pretty good luck with Leaf. I do have a couple at Leaf still. Oh yeah, I had the most I ever had was I think 4+ years, and then I finally exchanged them at the National last year. I gave up. Here's a nice one. How about Christian Hernandez? I feel like he should be a back of the box guy, but he's not in this product, which is nice. 8 of 30. Now, the problem at the National also is the line is 8 miles long every day. So you got to get there right when they open the doors and get in line. And then once you get to the front, it's pretty quick. They pull up your account, they estimate some kind of value, and then they offer you, boxes of cards or what they call black or white boxes. Onyx is good. Leaf's pretty good. That's what frustrates me at Topps is that one I asked for a replacement years ago. It still hasn't come. How about Khalil Watson? Orange. I really like this design without the wave and stuff on it. It just looks really good. Lance is good. He's usually quick. Like, he usually doesn't put them in there unless he knows he's going to get them. Whereas sometimes I think Panini puts redemptions in with it has no idea whether they're ever going to get them signed or not. Lately I've had problems. I think other people I've read have the same problems on the Topps. The number's scratching off. Yeah, they are. But we had the privilege of eating dinner with a Panini rep a couple years ago, and he works in the autograph department where they get signed, and he said some guys never return their cards, so obviously they don't get paid. But need a Bobby Witt, absolutely. But he said basketball players are by far the worst. That it's like you have to hound them to get them to sign. He said NASCAR drivers were the best. They sign and usually get stuff back early, believe it or not. Although we've seen redemptions in NASCAR even tick up lately. But yeah, he said basketball is just impossible. I mean, you got to think about it. These guys obviously don't. I mean, Deshaun Watson, does he need money signing autographs? He makes $46 million a year now. But don't agree to do it if you're not going to do it. That's my Jose Rodriguez, Orange Mojo. You know, there's some. We go back to integrity. If you're going to agree to do something, do it. If you don't want to do it, don't do it. I mean, there are players who just don't sign. Lamar Jackson is one. I haven't seen his autograph in a Panini product in a while, but at least they're not putting redemptions in there. Doug Nikhazy, purple. That is 10 of 25. 3 more chances for a Witt because he's going to be your back card. Doug Nikhazy, that was to 25. We need a 1 of 1 also. We got a James Wood, pink. 3 of 20. Yeah, and even, I mean, Leaf, Onyx, Tops for the most part has been pretty good. There's a couple I got back within a week. And I'm not, Panini's not always bad, but I would say in my experience, about 9 out of 10 times, you're going to wait a year plus, if not longer. Next up, Samuel Munoz, Mojo. That's awesome. Yeah, my dad is an accountant, and one of his clients' son is a driver in the Xfinity Series named Austin Hill. And he said similar. Need Owen? All right, we need Owen, we need Witt. We got some requests coming. See if we can come through. Yeah, I heard the same thing. That NASCAR guys take pride. And we got, there he is. Look, you called it, Gavin. Next card up, Owen C. Blue Mojo. 11 of 20. It was like that timing was impeccable. Derek Krause, that's awesome. He's a good young driver. Yeah, I will say, if you're not a NASCAR fan, Panini does a wonderful job with their NASCAR products. They only do 4 releases a year in the last 2 years, so there's not many of them, which probably helps. But they do an excellent job, and then like the patches and everything are really cool. Here's a nice one. How about Jordan Lawler? Silver, if I can get the focus. So if you like NASCAR at all, or have a driver you like, or a relative, 8 of 8. Collect NASCAR. It is fun, and it's inexpensive. Like, it's one sport that has not shot up. You know, boxes anywhere from $120, $100 to, now if you go NT or something, they might cost you $4. But yeah, a box of racing NT is $400. A box of football NT is $4,000. So it's all relative. There's Brett. Yeah, F1 is fun too, but I can't afford F1 anymore. I did sell a bunch of my F1 cards at a show 2 weeks ago to one guy. Bought them all. So I don't have many left. I did open 2 chrome light boxes recently and did okay. Nothing crazy. I don't know. I mean, obviously, it depends by the driver. Like the young guys probably don't get much, but guys like Dale Jr. and Chase Elliott probably get paid a little bit. That's what was disappointing in NT this year is they've been really good about not having redemptions, and then in NT, Chase Elliott, Haley Deegan were both redemptions. So 2 of the better names were redemptions. Oh, that's awesome. Dalton Varsho. I was just talking about him the other day with somebody. I think it was we were talking fantasy. Oh, they did hit. They have been hitting. All right, 2 to go. First up, Tyler McDonough. Pink Crystals. 10 of 10. And a guy that's in some of our breaks whose dad coaches in, I think, the Cape Cod League in baseball, and he's got some good stories too. Nice. My nephew is a wrestler. He won the state championship in Georgia this year. Jordan McCants, Blue Wave, for his weight class, 21 of 30. I haven't pulled many Jordan McCants. That's the first time I remember his name. We got another blue, Joe Mack. We do pull Joe a lot. We are in Bowman. We pulled Joe Mack left and right. 10 of 35. Huh. That's the first of 35 I think we've had. Maybe it's not. I was thinking it was, though. Let me look. I know we've had some 30s, some 25s. I don't recall them 35s. 30, 30, 30, 30, 30. Huh. Joe signed 5 extra. Next up, Pink Wave, Mitchell Barat. 12 of 15. Oh, that's cool. Appreciate y'all hanging out and chatting. It's always nice and fun when we get a good chat going. Then we've got Derek Curiel, Purple Wave. I think he's still in high school. That is 5 of 20. Nice. Yeah, my nephew is only a sophomore. But he's starting to get calls from colleges and stuff, which is neat. I know it's exciting for him. All right, we got another redemption. Dominguez, yes it is. Jason Dominguez. I think we hit all 3 redemptions in this product. I feel like you hit the redemptions in here almost every time. All right, 1 to go. If we're going to find Witt, we got to find him now. And if he's going to be in here, he's going to be the very last card. So we're going to make it very exciting. We also need a 1 of 1. So I got a 1 of 1 Bobby Witt. That's awesome. My nephew played a lot of different sports, but he's a little bitty guy. And so some of the sports, I mean little, like 140, I can't remember what weight class it's in, 140 something pounds, 130 pounds maybe. Hell, maybe, I can't remember. But he's little, so he played football and baseball and basketball. And he did well in all of them. But when he started wrestling, your size didn't matter because they pair you up. So he's become really good and pretty dominant. And wrestling's pretty big in Georgia, so he's getting scholarship looks. How about Nolan Gorman, Green Wave to start us off? Wow, that's awesome. 1 of 7. But yeah, he's really, really excelled at wrestling. And he's had some really good coaching, which helped him kind of grow the love for the sport. But it's kind of in my blood. I had uncles that wrestled in high school and college. And so it kind of runs in the family. Sadly, I didn't get those genes. Next up, baseball was always my sport. Brendan Beck. That was a nice no. I like the green. 3 of 15 on Brendan Beck. That's awesome. And I think it's awesome when kids play lots of sports. I'm one of those firm believers, and then you should play them all, or at least the ones you enjoy. I hate when young kids specialize, because I just think there's so many skills and life lessons you can learn from every sport that you miss out on if you specialize in one sport. Yeah, it didn't hurt us as much here. I mean, being in the South, they ignored a lot of COVID protocols. But it hurt a little bit. How about a Jose Miranda Black Crystals? What's that number 2? That is 6 of 7. But it did set him back a good year. Six of 7 on the Miranda. Find my spot for Jose. All right, a few cards left. Yairo Palmeiras, purple wave. 12 of 20. Getting late. We gotta come through. But that's pretty good when you stand out so good on video that they want you. That's impressive. But yeah, I'm glad we're finally getting back to a little normalcy. All right, second to last card. Jefferson Aguero. I still think that looks like a tiny bicycle that he writes every time. That is 10 of 10 on the Aguero. Tiny bicycle. And then I think we're going to end with a 1 of 1. I didn't see the name, but the color looked different. I hope I don't tease you guys and tell you wrong, but I think we got a 1 of 1 on the back. All right, last card of the break. It is a 1 of 1. Ty Madden. Superfractor-ish. Day 1. So we didn't get a wit, but we did end with a 1 of 1. Not a bad way to end the break. Ty Madden. I wish the pattern was more on the card. It's only at the bottom there, really. Sorry we couldn't come through for you this time, bud. Thank you for breaking with us, though, and giving us a shot. 1 of 1. All right, let's do a recap. So first, we had 3 redemptions, and as you know, these could be base, these could be 1 of 1s. You won't know until the time of redemption. We had Dominguez, Robert Hassell, and Jack Leiter. Base autos. So all the stack is unnumbered base autos. Samuel Munoz, Jose Rodriguez, Khalil Watson, Russell Smith, Colton Cowser, Anthony Gutierrez, Adley Rushman, Brett Beatty, Riley Green, Bubba Chandler, Ethan Wilson, Frank Mazzucato, Gunnar Hogland, Sam Bachman, Gabriel Moreno, Michael McGreevy, Jose Perdomo, Ty Madden. So there's your base Ty Madden, and you also got a 1/1 Ty Madden. Same design. Cooper Kinney, Blaze Jordan, Steve Hajar, Trey Sweeney, Chase Petty. I think he just got traded. Michael Harris, the second. Zach Geloff, Jake Vogel. Numbered, we'll start with number to 35. We had Joe Mack. Number to 30, we had Jordan McCants, Christian Hernandez, Will Bednar, Cody Morissette, and Matt McClain. Lower numbered. So we'll start with the 25. Well, daughter's playing her flute. Doug Nikhazy, Tristan Casas, Jordan Wicks, Michael Morales, Pedro Pineata, Everson Ortega, Brian Acuna. Yep, Acuna is numbered to 20. Orlando Martinez is 20. James Wood. Benny Montgomery, it's a nice one in the purple. Derek Curiel. Jairo Palmares. Owen Cassie is numbered to 20. And I think we're here at 15s now. Gavin Williams. Nope, that's numbered to 20. William Bergola. That one starts our 15. William Bergola to 15. Jay Allen to 15. AJ Smith-Shawver to 15. Andrew Painter. Sal Frelick. Spencer Schwallenbach. Gilbert Sanchez. Brendan Beck. Mitchell Bratt. Oddwalls Peraza, these are numbered to 10. Ross Martinez to 10. Jefferson Aguero to 10. Marcelo Meyer to 10. Tyler McDonough to 10. Robert Puason to 10. And then these are numbered to 8. We had Marco Luciano, 1/8. We had Harry Ford, 1/8. We had Jordan Lawler, 8/8. Peyton Wilson, green, that is 5/7. Nolan Gorman, 1/7. Or is that 7/7? 1/7. Jose Miranda, black crystals, 6/7. We got a white Dalen Lyle, 4/4. And a superfractor-ish Ty Madden, 1/1. That will do it. I did show, I'll put these back over, but we did show these. Jack Leiter, Hassell, and Dominguez. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, very much. Next week we'll do our last case of Pro Set Metal. Be on the lookout for that. And then some Leaf Metal coming shortly after that. Yeah, that was a nice Gorman. That's a pretty card. I hope you guys have a great evening, have a great weekend, and we'll catch you next time. Have a good night.